So we've already been fairly successful with applying for grants for this project. Included in some of the totals that Darcy's mentioned, we worked with the city to apply for the Elks Building Remediation Grant. Now that is a grant that the state of Iowa Economic Authority does every year for communities that are not mainstream communities. They have access to a different grant called a challenge grant. But the Building Remediation Grant is really designed for projects exactly like this, and they give away millions of dollars every single year. Communities that are 600 up to communities that are, if they don't go any higher than 20,000, have been able to apply for those funds and are taking on ambitious projects like this. And we were fortunate to also get that grant. So that was $100,000 from IEDA with a $50,000 match from the city of Webster City. We've also applied for and are holding on to some grant funds from the local community foundation and the hotel motel tax grant. However, there's still a long ways to go. And we are very fortunate that we have an opportunity in front of us this year. A few months ago, the state of Iowa, with using some of those federal recovery funds, put out a one-time grant opportunity. And one of the categories is called Destination Iowa. One of the categories is specifically, again, designed for projects like ours. And I am extremely confident in our ability to secure that grant. But there is a big goal that we need to reach in a timely manner in order to apply for that. It has a rolling deadline of December, but it is first come, first serve. But it's an opportunity to receive 25% of our total project costs. But we have to have 60% of our funds raised through donations this year in order to get that done. So that puts us at just the 1.2 million. Hopefully before December. I need a little time to write a grant. I'm pretty confident in my grant writing skills. I teach grant writing around the state for Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, but we need your help. And the reason for that is why the state requires that 60% of locally raised dollars is because this needs to be our project. As a grant writer, I get the question all the time, is, well, can't you just get a grant for that? Can you get this all done with grants? And quite frankly, no. And the state will say, even if we had enough grants for you, even if the money was there for just you and your project, we believe that this should be more your project, more supported by your community than by us. We shouldn't have to carry the majority of the weight. But this is a tremendous opportunity. It's a large grant. We had some other smaller grants that we have our eye on for the next couple of years to try to get ourselves, get those any kind of grant dollars we can, but this is a huge chunk. So what's pretty sweet about this is if our community can come together and raise this 60% goal this year, and if we can get that grant, that's 25%. We're already halfway through the process of applying for state historic tax credits, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. That's it, folks. That's 25% from the grant, 60% from you, plus some overage. We've got what we need to get this building done. So we believe that this community can do big things. We've done big things. Look at the community for the movie theater and how fast that came together with our support. Go a little bit further back and look at the Kendall Young Library expansion. How beautiful and how perfect that was, and that was all through community support. So we know that we can do this, and this building matters to our town. We don't want to lose another building of its stature. The work we've done so far is a great accomplishment. It's going to stand for a long time to come, but let's take it the rest of the way there. When it comes to the tax credits, just briefly, we are working again with RDG on fulfilling that process. We've gone through phase 1 and phase 1.5. We'll be submitting the first part of phase 2 tax credits in October and the second part of it next summer. And then the third part is just basically them coming to make sure we did everything we said we were going to do the way we said we were going to do it, and we get that tax credit reimbursement. So that's something else that we've already cleared this hurdle. It's just a matter of paperwork and process for us. So again, between the grants that are in front of us and the tax credits, if we can come in strong with the community support, we've got a home run. So we really hope that you will contribute to this project and help us be successful today. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. So you're probably wondering what we're doing to raise this money other than asking you for your assistance today. So we've been out talking to charitable donors and businesses who are passionate about this community and want to see opportunities available and be part of turning around our downtown district. And at this time, I'd like to call one of those supporters up to the stage. We have Doug Boone and Monica Haberman with Platinum Connect. So I asked Doug to come and share today why he cares about this project. You know, Platinum Connect is relatively new to Webster City, so I thought it would be interesting to hear him say why they are choosing to support this particular project.
First of all, again, my name is Doug Boone, and I'm the president of the board of Platinum Connect. And Platinum Connect is made up of two different companies. Premier Communications, the company that I'm a part of, we're headquartered in Sioux Center, Iowa, and then Webster Calhoun Telephone Corporation, and they're headquartered in Gowrie, Iowa. But we came together because we looked at Webster City as a place that we thought we could come, we could provide significant fiber infrastructure, so that way we could increase the overall infrastructure capabilities of the community. And I just want to say that for Darcy and for the board, how impressed we are with the vision that they have for the Elks Building. And when we see a project like this, the reason we want to be a part of it is because we see a collaborative effort on behalf of the community. We see a community that wants to do things together, to work in partnership. And we really hope that by us stepping forward and making a contribution toward this building, so that way they can get the grants that they need and continue to improve the quality of life in Webster City, that we can also challenge others to step up and consider doing some of those same types of things. So Monica's here with me, but with that, we would like to make a presentation to Lift Webster City in the amount of $50,000.
Wow, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate their support. We're so excited we can make that announcement today. You know, in addition to Platinum Connect's generosity, we would like to recognize some of our other organizations and individuals this evening that have stepped up and shown their support for us in the past and as we go forward. We also have some other announcements we'll be making in the next few weeks that we're very excited to share with you all. But for today, I'd like to recognize a few of our larger donors who have stepped forward and, as Doug said, are passionate about creating positive change and want to see Webster City remain a progressive community. So we'd like to say thank you to the Dean and Adele Bowden family for their gift of $125,000 for this project. Webster City Custom Meats for $100,000. People's Credit Union for $50,000. Obviously Platinum Connect for their generous gift of $50,000. Alberta and Phil Vogie for $25,000. The Silverstein family for $25,000. WCF Financial Bank for $25,000. And Avela Bank for $15,000. So to date, we have raised about a third of those 60% dollars that Lindsay talked about. So we're right around $415,000, which leaves us for about $845,000 short to apply for that Destination Iowa grant. We are continuing to meet with businesses and individuals one-on-one, as well as going out and talking to civic organizations and others that are interested in hearing our story. And we'll be sharing more updates through our local media through the coming weeks. So if you don't follow us on Facebook, please do. And be sure to check out our local media that will be sharing our news. So how can you all help? Well, your financial support at any level is greatly appreciated. I want to say that all donors over $1,000 will be recognized on a donor wall in the main lobby. We're also looking for donations in the form of cash, but we also understand that sometimes those gifts need to be spread out, and we've got 3-year pledge cards available if that fits better with what you'd like to do to support us. And they're actually in the building, so when you go through the building, we'll have those available. You can snag one. As many of you know, I am also the director of our community foundation, so if you're interested in different ways to make a gift to support us, let me know. We do accept gifts of stock, gifts of grain, IRA rollovers. There's a whole wealth of different ways that we can work with you. So in closing, I would just like to say that this project is not just about rehabilitation of this building. We need to get this accomplished first so that we can bring community together to generate the proceeds we need to put back into our community for growth and change. We know that it will not happen overnight. We have to start somewhere, and we have started. Working together, we can accomplish great things, and this is just one opportunity, an example for our community on how we can do that. We greatly appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys sweating it off out here with us today, and I hope that you will take a few minutes to go inside and look around the building. If you have any questions, LiftWC board members are here to answer those questions for you. I also just want to make one quick note that we're going to be raffling off those Platinum Connect boards at 6, so you still have time to get those raffle tickets. And we hope you stick around and enjoy the live music that'll be starting on the stage at 6 o'clock with Bill Robb kicking it off. So thank you very much.